Welcome to Positively Las Vegas. I'm Danny Beckstrom. There are so many things to love about Las Vegas, from its unbeatable sunsets to the neon glow of the Strip. But what really makes this city so special are the people who live here. During the next 30 minutes, you'll see stories from this week dedicated to people in the community doing good things, regular, everyday people making a difference, and good things happening to those in need, because we all need some help from time to time. Enjoy the very best of Las Vegas.
The news of rising school violence certainly raises a lot of concerns for teachers and other educators while on campus, but a local jiu-jitsu master hopes these classes can provide an avenue to diffuse potentially volatile situations.
Well, it sort of bothers me because there's some basic elements that can be learned which could actually avoid getting injured.
Lisa Kai is disheartened hearing reports of fights and teachers attacked at schools in the Clark County School District. This pushed some CCSD teachers and parents to ask about self-defense. As a martial arts teacher at Samurai Training Center in Henderson, Sakai and other instructors were asked to help.
So I said, hey, sounds perfect for what we do, because jiu-jitsu really controlling your opponent without having to injure them.
The business is now offering free lessons to any school teacher or staff member. It involves learning techniques like defending against punches and chokes.
I block. Again, being in the right distance from your attacker once again, not being able to have them strike me, not being able to have my attacker control my position.
Legally, teachers can't touch students without their consent. However, in an interview back in February, the Clark County Education Association says in extreme situations, action can be taken like self-defense.
There is an NRS where educators and staff are allowed to protect themselves. But again, to what level?
Sakai says the training for teachers is strictly self-defense. He says it's all about diffusing violent situations.
It's that sense of confidence, that sense of being calm, peaceful. Training your mind before the body, I think, is very important.
He says a handful of teachers that have attended have been surprised by the lessons. And like any good teacher, Sakai encourages them to continue learning.
Come and check us out and realize that it's not what you may think it is. It's actually very sensible what we do.
Sakai says he plans to have at least one more class for teachers and staff. That will be at the Samurai Training Center on Saturday, May 28. Reporting in studio, I'm Jeremy Chen.
Nevada State College and CCSD are teaming up to help address mental health within schools. The college received a $175,000 grant to support one licensed full-time employee who will assist with efforts to build a pipeline for school-based mental health roles. According to officials, the position will help with expansion efforts in psychology, social work, and school counseling. CCSD says psychologists are needed now more than ever after the problems caused by the pandemic.
It's a 15-year-old girl receiving an honor from the Boy Scouts.
Caitlin Murphy, who is in the Boy Scouts, was given the Eagle Scout Award, and there are major requirements to get that award, including the Eagle Scout Project. Caitlin's project was building a shed, and we talked to her about what it means to be a scout and get this honor.
Even though it looks really good on my resume and colleges will want to accept me and things like that, I look at it more as it's a good program, and it's a good thing to have for yourself.
I love her. She says she's struggling and had struggled with anxiety, so joining the Scouts helped her come out of her shell and learn how to lead others. She is definitely a leader.
Yeah,
sure.
Congratulations, Caitlin. And by the way, also thank you for showing that courage to talk about her own anxiety and how the Boy Scouts has helped her with that.
A special surprise for one student at Legacy High School today.
$50,000 scholarship, so $20,000 for the next 4 years is being awarded to none other than a Daisy Milsapore.
Yeah, the Public Education Foundation and trustees of the Charles and Phyllis M. Frias Charitable Trust visited the school, and they surprised the lucky student with a life-changing $80,000 scholarship for the college or university of her choice.
This Memorial Scholarship Award ceremony is now in its 8th year, and as we come up on the 8-year anniversary of when Officers Soldo and Beck were shot and killed, I went to LVMPD headquarters and shot this video. Hanging on the left wall of the lobby are portraits of officers who were killed in the line of duty. Now this includes Officers Soldo and Beck, and across from the wall there's another memorial wall honoring these two fallen officers. Now, these installments, as well as the scholarships, are keeping their memories alive. To date, this scholarship fund has raised more than $430,000 from corporations and generous individuals. It has awarded 86 students, and they are selecting these students based on their GPA, overall merit, and community engagement. Now, as I mentioned, they are the sons and daughters of LVMPD officers, and students who have received the award in the past have said that this scholarship has lightened the burden of tuition, books, and the costs that come with attending college or vocational school.
Mystery is still unsolved tonight about that body as Las Vegas Metro Police continue to investigate. The Vegas Justice League has pledged money to help identify the remains that were found in a barrel recently. Meantime, just days later, a second set of human remains was located at Colville Bay. Now, police believe this victim was not murdered. And with warmer temperatures and a 3-day holiday weekend coming up, safety is critical for swimmers and boaters out at Lake Mead.
And in an exclusive story you will see only on Channel 13, anchor Paulina Butska spent the day on the lake and shows why these busy weekends are more dangerous than ever for lakegoers.
Former Clark County Coroner Mike Murphy says that he has spent years boating on Lake Mead, but now these days he steers clear of the busy holiday weekends. Murphy says big crowds, alcohol, and a lack of attention all add up to a dangerous mix. He says in the past, when he worked as coroner on holiday weekends, he saw casualties that were easily avoidable. Now, with lower lake levels, he says it's critical lakegoers pay attention to rocks that may be sticking out of the water and windy conditions.
I think people underestimate the lake because the wind can come up very, very quickly, and it can get pretty gnarly out here sometimes.
If you're planning on jumping into the water, there are also other concerns. While inflatable and non-inflatable pool toys are prohibited at the lake, in the recreational area, people often ignore the warnings.
It's not worth your life. If it blows away from you and you can't get it right away, let it go.
But if you are coming out this holiday weekend out to Lake Mead, Murphy says to be aware of your surroundings. He also says to be courteous of long lines that may be happening out at the boat ramp. Reporting at Lake Mead, I'm Paulina Butska.
Right now, we are in the middle of Mental Health Awareness Month, and there right now is a recent boom in online resources that are available to everyone. So Learn to Live is an example of one. It's a digital resource that gives users access to online clinicians and also at-home guided practices focusing on behavioral therapy.
Cognitive behavioral therapy takes negative thoughts and allows the client to turn them into positive thoughts with a realistic evaluation of their thinking.
Yeah, that digital program, really part of this growing marketplace of easily accessible online and also app-based mental health resources. There's a whole bunch out there you could try for yourself. For example, you could also download BetterHelp. There's TalkSpace and MoodFit as well. And Dr. Williams, who you just heard from there, says that these apps help because you're in the comfort of your own home, and also the privacy allows you to take control of your own mental health and your mental well-being.
Get the best of Positively Las Vegas on your time. Download the KTNV 13 Action News app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire streaming device. Visit ktnv.com/apps for more information. We'll be back with more right after the break. Welcome back to Positively Las Vegas, our show that highlights the people that make Las Vegas home. For more details on the stories you're watching today, visit ktnv.com/positivelylv. And if you know someone who is helping make Las Vegas and its residents better, reach out to us. You can email positivelylv@ktnv.com. We'd love to hear your ideas.
We have often said on Wednesday's Challenge, some of the most adoptable kids here in Las Vegas, they are over the age of 10. And of course, there are a lot of reasons for that.
But we thought it might be a good way to just show you a perfect example here. So anchor Dave Crevassier introduces you to Robert, an impressive 12-year-old.
Perfect. We're at Engineering for Kids in Las Vegas, a perfect place for a curious mind like Robert's. His grasp of these robotic controls amazed even Leo, who runs the place. Robert just absorbs learning.
What classes do you gravitate towards?
History and geography.
Why?
Because it gives me like that feeling that this actually happened, which like knowing the truth makes me feel better about myself sometimes.
Would you think you're a budding scientist?
Sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, what field of science would you go towards if you had your choice?
Quantum physics.
Well, that convinced me Robert was no garden variety 12-year-old. And apparently, I'm not the only one who thinks so.
I don't have favorite kids, right? But if I did, he'd be one of them. He's
Why?
cool. He's smart. He's just so smart. He's confident in himself. He's a great advocate for himself. He just has a little bit of that shyness to overcome.
Leo led Robert from robotics to coding. Again, he took right to it. But insightfully, Robert is most interested in taking his experience moving around foster homes to choose his life's work.
I want to actually work for my current therapist as a therapist. I want to get a master's degree in psychology. And I actually want to be a therapist for foster kids. I feel like I can relate to them.
He just understands everything that's going on around him, which is great, but unfortunately for kids in foster care, there's a lot going on around them. So he's been through some stuff and he understands a lot of what he's been through.
To Robert, adoption would mean permanence. People who understand him.
People that would like allow me to do certain things that I could go out to places, stuff like that. A family that, but not like too laid back to the point where like I can do whatever I want, because like I do want some like foundation, because I never like really grew up with foundation.
I think Robert and kids his age are overlooked a lot in foster care, specifically in adoption. But I think whatever family decides to come forward for Robert and learn about him will not be, is in for a treat. Robert is a pleasure. He's awesome, and he'd bring a lot of joy to any family. Any family would be lucky to have him.
Yeah, an insightful kid, right? Really stands out. Robert, by the way, is free and clear for adoption, so you can inquire today at Raise the Future. There you see the phone number. It's on your screen. It's 702-436-6335.
We'll be back with more of Positively Las Vegas right after the break. Welcome back to Positively Las Vegas, our show that highlights the people that make Las Vegas home. For more details on the stories you're watching today, visit ktnv.com/positivelylv. And if you know someone who is helping make Las Vegas and its residents better, reach out to us. You can email positivelylv@ktnv.com. We'd love to hear your ideas.
A big congratulations to 46-year-old Keisha Westbrooks. She was CSN's 50th anniversary student commencement speaker. So in this week's Veterans Voice, we are introducing you to the Navy veteran.
Yeah, now here's the thing. Her life has really been full of adversity. The mother of 2 daughters, she's a cancer and stroke survivor, but perhaps her biggest challenge came when she spent 4 years in prison for a financial crime. Now, she was released in 2019 and credits CSN's prison education program with giving her hope.
It's been a rough road to get to this point.
Tell me about the message of your speech and why do you think it's important for you to deliver it?
I want to share with my fellow graduates that it's okay to fall down. What's important is that you get back up, you learn lessons from that, and you try harder to do better the next time. You know, we all make mistakes. We all fall short. But if you're willing to work hard, you can reinvent yourself on the other side.
How did your time in the military help you reinvent your life?
My time in the military taught me how to not be afraid of hard work and how to be disciplined. And the time at sea taught me about the value of my own company and not needing necessarily a lot of socialization with others.
What would you say to all the people out there who right now who are struggling, who maybe might be losing or at least questioning hope and that faith that they can get their lives turned around?
Well, I would say to them, first I would apologize that they're in that situation, but then I would say, just hang on. I know it seems insurmountable today, but if you just hang on, you too will get through it and on the other side.
Yeah, and that picture right there proves her point. Now, after getting her associate degree, Keisha now plans to pursue her bachelor's in social work at UNLV. It's just a remarkable story of courage and overcoming some obstacles in your life.
Staying focused, continuing, reaching your goal. I love it.
Yeah, she's accomplished a great deal.
New Veterans Resource Center is heading to North Las Vegas to serve local veterans and active duty service members. It's a place they can also call home.
Veterans community here in North Las Vegas is also growing, and something like this is going to be, in my opinion, a reason why veterans want to make North Las Vegas their home.
This is a way that we can give back. It may be small, but to me it's grandiose because we are offering resources in a magnitude of ways, whatever is needed. I call it a one-stop shop.
The center will provide veterans and military members with information about resources and social services. It'll also serve as a space to collaborate with service providers, as well as a room for meetings, programming, and social activities.
Get the best of Positively Las Vegas on your time. Download the KTNV 13 Action News app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire streaming device. Visit ktnv.com/apps for more information. We'll be back with more right after the break.
Rehearsals are underway for the Nevada Ballet Theater's 50th anniversary season. Look for performances throughout the month of May.
The dancers will be on point this Saturday night with a special anniversary performance at the Smith Center. 2 principal dancers from the San Francisco Ballet will perform alongside the company, along with local students of the Ballet Academy. Then later this month, May 20th through 22nd, NBT is back at the Smith Center for a commanding performance of Carmina Burana, with live music on stage from the LV Philharmonic and the Las Vegas Master Singers. Come out and celebrate 50 years of professional dance in Las Vegas. For even more great ideas of what's going on this weekend, head to our website and look for 13 Things. Have a great week.
Welcome back to Positively Las Vegas, our show that highlights the people that make Las Vegas home. For more details on the stories you're watching today, visit ktnv.com/positivelylv. And if you know someone who is helping make Las Vegas and its residents better, reach out to us. You can email positivelylv@ktnv.com. We'd love to hear your ideas.
More affordable housing is headed to the Las Vegas Valley. Nevada will now receive more than $48 million in federal funding to support affordable housing initiatives. Here's a look at how the money is being split. About $14.9 million will go to Nevada statewide, while another $13.3 million goes to Clark County. On the city level, Las Vegas will receive $11.3 million, Henderson receives $2.2 million, and North Las Vegas gets $2 million. The remaining funding will go to Reno and Sparks in northern Nevada.
The owner of a local boxing gym is fighting for the future of our kids. She is giving back to the community through a series of classes and workshops.
And more importantly, she's teaching youth about fitness and never giving up on their goals. Anchor Rachel Moore shares why she is this month's Vegas Stronger champion.
I use fitness as an outlet for myself, and I wanted to be able to create a space where people can come do something that's for them.
Nicole Craig packs a mean punch. Hoping to beat the odds of a small business owner, Craig opened the Mayweather Boxing and Fitness Studio in the middle of the pandemic.
It slowed things down and allowed for me to take my time and learn about what I was getting into.
But Craig saw how the pandemic affected children and wanted to become involved, teaching them the same tools used by boxing great Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Being great, right? So that's kind of like Floyd's motto. He's, great at what he does and what he did. And it's just really about wanting to transfer that over to the youth and bring them up in a program where they get to have not only just boxing, but also mentoring.
Craig is launching Gloves for Greatness, teaching kids boxing and life skills. She's also partnering with Angels of Las Vegas, offering fitness classes to kids battling cancer, encouraging them to stay positive.
I always try to find the positives in things.
And Nicole is not just fighting for the youth.
Our culture struggles with a lot of generational health issues.
Craig's Fit for Life program has a mission to help minorities get financially fit.
Finances, filing taxes, mortgages, just the basics of being able to prepare for that.
Just like she's prepared to glove up for any challenge she may face.
If we can make fitness a part of our lives, we can start to break those trends.
Nicole, I'm Tyler Corder with Finley Automotive Group, and we created something called Vegas Stronger Champions, and the purpose of that is to recognize people doing good things in the community. And I just heard your story. You've been doing not just one good thing, but lots of good things in the community, and we really want to recognize that. and recognize you on Channel 13 as our Vegas Stronger champion for May. With that, we have a little bit of a check for you that we're going to give you $599 to help hopefully buy a few, maybe some gloves for the kids. And so, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome. And right now, registration is open for the Gloves to Greatness program. Ages 7 to 17 are welcome there. And Vegas Stronger Champion is sponsored by Finley Automotive Group.
Thanks for watching Positively Las Vegas, a show dedicated to the people that make this city shine bright. If you missed any part of this week's program, just hit the back button on your remote and scroll down until you see Positively Las Vegas, or visit ktnv.com/positivelylv to find more stories like this on our website. Stay tuned for more from 13 Action News after the break, and check us out anytime here on KTNV Streaming, Las Vegas News on your time.